Hello, my name is Lori Hartwig, and this is my Google Classroom that I created for the ED 508 educational portfolio requirement because I did not have access to a classroom, so I created 2 units on Google Classroom. And they are Writing an Argument and the Scarlet Letter Novel Study. So if you go into my classwork, you can see that I have several topics. I've got some tech help videos, navigating Google Classroom, Google Meet, Jamboard, Google Slides, and then I have everything organized in hyperlink docs. So students will really just use the hyperlink document and it will navigate them through the whole course. But they can go to the coursework if there's specific things that they're looking for. So in addition to the hyperlink docs, I've got breakout rooms that I've created because I will be using Google Meet, which does allow you to do breakout rooms so individuals can meet in small groups. I do have the rubrics listed here. I've got all the resources that I used for both of the units listed. I do have some grammar assignments, some vocabulary assignments that apply to the novel study, which is an interactive journal that's done through Google Slides and vocabulary.com. And then I've got the reading. So these are the chapters. And I have both an audio and a PDF version for the students to read. Then there's some mini lessons on literary devices and some mini lessons on the argumentative essay along with the assessments. So if you look at the hyperlink docs, for example, the first day one through day 15 is the argumentative writing portion. Now day 6 through 15 is writer's workshop. But if you click on each individual one, it gives you all the information that you need to do the lesson. Now for the argumentative writing unit, there is more virtual meetings through Google Meet, Google Jamboard, some breakout rooms that are not necessary. I mean, a student could navigate this without, and it could be modified so that they either have access to the recordings or they aren't necessarily necessary to work through the process, which is a collaborative process. The writing is done through Google and their Google apps so that I'm collaborating with the students. I can see what they're doing. There's discussion back and forth through Google. But it's highly recommended that they participate because there's a philosophical chairs discussion that's done through Google Jamboard where there's a poll taken and kids can create avatars and place their avatars where they line up in the argument. So it's kind of neat. So you work through the Google Docs, and this leads up to a writer's workshop, where for these particular days, there are mini lessons that are available. These mini lessons could be done together as a class through Google Meet. They could be done on their own. Breakout rooms are created that allow peers to collaborate with each other and do some peer editing. And then ultimately they submit their document on their final essay is submitted. Most of these links take them to the assignments. Actually, they all pretty much take them to the assignments in Google Classroom. So for example, they write their essay in Google Docs, and then it's shared with me, submitted through Google Docs. So that's the argumentative essay section. And then the Scarlet Letter starts here, and these Google Docs hyperlink docs are by week, and they definitely are easy to work through independently, but could also be done collaboratively. And each one of these includes a grammar section, a vocabulary section, which again, this is an interactive journal that's done. They will save a copy of the journal and create as many of these as they need, and their words are on vocabulary.com. So they will use these words and create their interactive vocabulary journal, which I also will have access to and can monitor. That is the Scarlet Letter. And this one leads up to a novel test and vocabulary test, but also I believe it's this one, a characterization project. So this project for the Scarlet Letter is based on the mini units or the mini lessons, and you can see the rubrics. This is the Google slide that they will use. They will make a copy of this, and this is what they will use to actually complete the project, and here are the directions. So what they will be doing is choosing a character from the Scarlet Letter. They're going to imagine that their character existed in our society, and they're creating a phone homepage that displays the apps that would apply to their character. So for example, they're going to choose something from entertainment. They're going to choose something from social media. They're going to have an Amazon cart and put items in it that their character would purchase. Have a news section with articles that would relate to their character, and some selfies, bitmojis, ringtones, that kind of thing. And they will use a template like this to create their project. And there's some random examples and then a rubrics for them. So that's basically what I have designed. So thank you.